It's week 1 of the National Football League as we get set for a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks just ahead on EA Sports.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday nights, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal, even though it's the...
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go from Lumen Field. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First down, here's Russ. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Russ. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned it.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
He breaks the tackle, and he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. They'll go again with Estime. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. They're set up at the 35 now. Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, here's Estime. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's a pickup of 9. And the Broncos will have a first down. Back to throw. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a handoff to Estime. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackle made by Jaron Reed. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Estime with another carry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 31. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Estime goes up and over for the touchdown. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. 1st down throw from Wilson. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up to the 44. 16 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. 2nd and 3 now. Running with Walker again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
It's Walker on the option. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Russ now from the gun. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's brought down for a loss.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're gonna mark it out at the 6. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Estime up the middle. And this one's only forward to about the 9. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Finds his running back, Andrick Estime. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's a throw. And it's incomplete, and that's gonna bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Take it in at the 47. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Walker on 1st down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. He finds Fant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get it down to a single point. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this, slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Denver set to take the field on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Now a handoff for Estime. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. They're throwing it. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Trenton Gill on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Seahawks offense running out now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick six. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Wilson. Cut by Lockett. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Staying with Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Ross off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Walker hauls it in. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down, ball at the 36. They give up the gut to Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Wilson now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now Wilson on the play fake. Cut near the goal line. It's a Seattle touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos and a running back, Audric Estime, back out now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They go play action on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man left. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Pass taken in by Lockett. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Play action, it's Wilson. Connects with Fant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Gets this to Fant. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Charbonnet with the catch. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Touchdown, Seattle! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Pass play on 1st and 10. Completed to Reynolds. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Estime is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos tie this game at 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Wilson now off the play action. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Now here's Russ. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action now, Wilson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 29-yard line.
From the 29. Completed to Lockett. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Once more, it's Wilson. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks with the football. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Russ now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into the hands of Walker. And he's brought down for a loss. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. Russ off the play fake. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
3rd and goal, Wilson. Catch is made in close. It's a Seattle touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. From the 31. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Pass play now. Diving right side. Got it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome aboard to you and Brock, and to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Davis Mills, the Stanford man, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to the Land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Ian Book has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Zay Flowers leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He lit up the skies with 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys were rolling in the early part of this football game. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Out of the gun. Oh, he loses the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 28. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To the air, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Seahawks football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 23-yard line.
Wilson now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Tyler Lockett the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the ground with Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
First down, here's Russ. Rotates Lockett along that sideline, and he's got it.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He just throws this one away.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important third and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Myers' kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass taken in by Sutton. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, here's Estime. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Hogs dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on the 3rd and 1 run.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks, down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the carry, it's Walker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Running with Walker again. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. That's good for 7 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 39-yard.
Now Walker. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Russ is going to cook here. Escapes the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
And this one is out of bounds, no return on the kick. The Broncos offense all set to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It is caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw this one. Got his target, it's Estime. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Estime. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Estime with another carry. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. They'll throw it. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. From midfield now. Sheds up a rush. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He's got it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Walker on 1st down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Walker now from the gun. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
It's Walker on the give. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Staying with Walker. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Wilson on the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So here comes the Bronco offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. Gets this one to Patrick. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Pass play coming here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll throw it yet again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The home teams and Tyler Lockett readying for a new series on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Walker on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Russ off the play fake. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games,